At the start of the story, we see a handsome guy named Kulin who always has to hide his face. If any girl catches a glimpse of him, she instantly falls head over heels for him. Kulin doesn't like all this. He mostly spends his time at home. He's the youngest son in the Mass family, a family that God clearly blessed with good looks. Kulin says his older brother Okis is also super handsome and pretty famous on social media. He has millions of followers, no doubt because of his looks. The reason is that thousands of girls are crazy about him, and he also helped his friends get dates. Oak's dad, named Parker, is also known as the Heartbreaker. Back in his youth, he dated 200 girls. Oak wanted to break that record, but when Parker met Jessica, everything changed. Jessica was also extremely beautiful, with a little mustache that made her even more attractive. He studied while living in a wealthy household, but whenever he went out to get something, whenever he stepped out, girls would line up behind him because of his charm. The girls would go so crazy that their noses would start bleeding. Kulin's family was convinced that they were all very beautiful, and that God had made them that way. But Kulin didn't like any of it one bit. Every girl wanted him because of his handsome looks, but Kulin wanted a life partner who loved him not for his charm, but truly from the heart. That's why Kulin almost never left the house. He was really smart in his studies, but still didn't want to go to school, and because of that, he didn't have any friends. His mom, dad, and Ox were all worried he might go crazy from loneliness. He also did some weird stuff. He'd talk to fish and play games by himself. OK said, "We should get him a cat for this." His mom replied, "It's not that simple. We need to send him outside so he can learn to interact with people and have a normal life too." "Yeah," Parker says. "What exactly should we do to get him out of here? I've asked him many times to participate in the national sports, but he always refuses." Oak says, "I even tried setting him up with my girlfriend's sister, but he doesn't pay any attention to me." He asks Kulin, "What kind of girl do you want?" Kulin replies, "She should be cute, kind, and smart, and most importantly, she shouldn't be interested in me at all." He's really stressed out. After all, he's stuck with a girl like that. How could he date someone he didn't even like? There was no way to get Kulin out of the house by any means. So Jessica decided, let's put on a show. We'll pretend we can't afford his homeschooling expenses and that we're going through financial problems. One night, when Kulin goes out for some water, Okays tells his parents to act according to the plan. Mom and dad start pretending that their financial situation is bad. Following their script, they act worried and say they don't have enough money anymore so that we can afford Kulin's homeschooling. The last semester at his school is really expensive, and for that, we'll have to sell our stuff. From now on, breakfast will just be fried eggs and lentil flatbread. Hearing all this, Kulin starts crying. Okis feels relieved that their plan worked. The next day, Kulin comes to his parents crying and says, "Please forgive me. You've had to go through so much because of me, but now you won't have to sell anything because of me anymore. For the final semester, I'll go to school." Okays is really happy to hear this, but Kulin says he'll only go to a boys' school where there are only boys, so he won't have any problems with girls. Jessica and the whole family agree to this condition because at least now Kulin will be able to go out and make friends. The day finally came for Kulin to go to school. Okays takes him to school on his bike. Okays tells him to take off his helmet, but Kulin refuses because he had planned to wear his helmet all day at school. He wears it so no one can see his face and no one gets bothered by his charm. But when he starts at Horidson High School, things don't go as planned. Because of the helmet, all the kids start staring at him. Kulin sits in the very last row, so there's no trouble. When the teacher comes in to teach, she's surprised to see a boy wearing a helmet. She asks his name. Kulin tells her about himself, but because of the helmet, the teacher can't hear him properly. The teacher. She tells him to take off his helmet. Kulin refuses. The teacher, angry, says, "This isn't a racing track. This is a school. You can't wear helmets here." As Kulin slowly takes off his helmet, the scene cuts to an ambulance a little later. The teacher loses it when she sees Kulin's face. He's just smiling. That's why they rush him to the hospital. The principal is worried. He asks, "How did this happen?" The students say, "That new guy is really handsome." The teacher couldn't handle Charming's attitude. Kulin was hiding nearby, listening to everything. He tries to sneak away, but just then, a guy kicks him down. His name was CD, the leader of the school's bully group. He used to mess with every new kid who joined the school. CD and his two buddies drag Kulin to the school's storeroom. When Kulin comes to, he's shocked to see them. There were 3 guys in that bully group, and they called themselves a superhero team. Their team's name was 3 Talk. The leader of this group was CD, and the other members were Erno and Dicky. CD says, "Do you know why we caught you?" Kulin replies, "No." CD explains, "We need to send a message to a girl named Amanda, who's the model girl of BBM school. Every year their school has a prom, and we send invitations for it, but they never give us permission. Because of this, we haven't been able to graduate for 3 years. CD really wants to get into the prom by any means. Now he wants Kulin to send their message to Amanda. Take the prom proposal with you." So she gives them permission to come to prom, because Amanda only accepts proposals from handsome boys. Prom is basically a dance party held at the end of the year. There was another guy there too. His name was Kibo. He was a really kind and good-hearted person, but he used to get bullied by CD as well. To get this assignment done, CD tells Kibo to help Kulin and threatens him. "If you don't complete this task, your situation will be the same. I'll smash it like a helmet." Saying this, he damages Kulin's helmet. Kulin decides to complain to the principal about the ladder incident, trying to stop him, but Kulin doesn't listen to him. Both of them reach the principal's office. Kulin complains about CD and explains everything. everything. But the principal sides with CD and tells them that CD is his youngest son, who has been failing for 3 years, and it's all because of the prom party. The principal threatens Kulin, saying, "You have to complete this task for my son. We have to do it. Otherwise, I'll make sure you fail this year." In the evening, Kibo and Kulin are sitting outside the school. Kibo brings a cold drink for Kulin and says, "If we want to pass, we have to finish this ladder task." Kulin agrees too. He realizes that Kibo is a really good person, and for the first time, he's found a true friend. This makes him quietly happy inside. The next day, they reach Brain Beauty Manor, or BBM school, where the girls can tell just by their smell that a boy enrolled in a school. It was a girls' school. All the girls gathered outside. They thought Kulin was an ugly boy who had come wearing a helmet. The girls started saying that ugly boys aren't allowed in their school and began forcing Kulin to take off his helmet. Slowly, Kulin removes his helmet, and at that very moment, his abs are revealed. The girls are so attracted that in the next scene, there's a huge blast of excitement. Then we see a TV news report. The reporter explains it's all because of Kulin's abs, girls went crazy. Their noses started bleeding. Till today, no one had seen such a handsome guy. Some even lost their senses in this madness, and now everyone started calling Kulin too handsome to handle. Like, a guy so good looking that no girl can handle it. Now let's look at Amanda. She's in the van during her shoot and sees this news. Amanda was the girl who won the title of the most beautiful girl at BBM school. She's also a model. Seeing Kulin, Amanda smiles. It seems like she finally found the guy who could match her beauty, and she decides that no matter what happens, she's going to win Kulin over. Word spreads everywhere, and now girls start gathering outside the Moss family's house. Everyone wants to meet Kulin. A huge crowd forms outside. The Moss family takes advantage of the situation too. Parker sets up a ticket counter outside the house and starts charging Ars $25,000 for childhood memories and house tours related to Kulin. Jessica also begins giving the girls house tours. His family was making a lot of profit from it. Now let's look at Kulin. He's sneaking towards the house, trying to stay unnoticed. Then he sees on the news that his family took advantage of him. They were making money by giving house tours to girls. Kulin's heart breaks. He feels like his family purposely sent him to school just to use him. Right then, the girls there recognize him. Kulin tries to escape and ends up on a rooftop. He was feeling down, confused, and heartbroken. He didn't know what to do next. Just then, his brother Okis video calls him, but when he sees that the house is still crowded with girls, he says, "Bro, you've betrayed me," and hangs up. Kulin decides to end his own life and is about to jump off the roof when a girl named Ree, who's there, stops him. She says, "If you want to die, go ahead, but don't die in front of me." Kulin is shocked to see her because the spell that affected all the other girls didn't work on Ray. She wasn't crazy about him like the others were. Kulin says to her, "Don't you feel love when you see me?" Ray thinks she's crazy and walks away, but Kulin's heart starts beating fast. For the first time, he feels true love, but Ray has no feelings for him. Now Kulin goes to Kibo's house, where Kibo's grandma welcomes him warmly. She says, "You can stay here as long as you want." The next day, Kulin and Kibo come to BBM school. They meet Amanda and give her the proposal file that CD sent. Amanda pretends otherwise. Amanda acts like she's not impressed by Kulin's looks, but as soon as Kulin walks away, Amanda's nose starts bleeding too. Kulin sees his crush Rear, but the other girls surround her so he can't get close. One day, Kibo and Kulin are sitting and talking. By now, they've become good friends. Kibo takes Kulin along to play because Kibo likes a girl who works at the shop. That girl is none other than Ray. Kibo introduces Kulin to Ray, and Kulin Keen realizes that Kibo already likes her. He feels that the two of them are pretty close. They often sit together for dinner and get lost in their conversations. Now Keen starts feeling jealous. He can't sleep at night. He thinks his brother Ox is a love guru, and maybe he can help him out with this. So Keen sets up a meeting with him through a dating website. The next day, they meet at a restaurant. Ox is really happy. Tears of joy are welling up in his eyes. He had wanted this for so long. He gives his brother some love tips. Kulin's mom and dad were also there. Kulin forgives them because if they hadn't sent him to school, he would have never met Rira. The next day, while they're shopping for groceries at the mall, Oki not only helps with that, but also starts making him jot down points on how to impress girls. Kulin realizes that if he can keep Kibo away from Rira, maybe he can win her over. One day, Amanda comes to their school. All the guys go crazy seeing her, but Kulin invites Riri to his birthday party. He also gives her an iPhone as a gift. When Rear, Kivo, and Kulin arrive at a club, Kulin tries to bond with Rear, but Rear isn't paying any attention to him. She's only spending time with Kivo and singing. Seeing this, Kulin feels jealous. When Kivo isn't around, Kulin asks Rear if she likes Kivo. Riri denies it, but when Kulin tells her that Kivo is in love with Amanda, when he does it, Ree's expression changes. It was clear that deep down, she liked Kibo. Kulin gets really sad, so he comes up with a plan. He goes home and calls Amanda, asking for her help. Amanda agrees to help him out. The next day, there's a scene at Amanda's party. Lots of people are there. Kulin arrives with Kibo. Amanda welcomes welcomes them, and, as per Kulin's plan, she acts like she's in love with Kibo. She takes him aside. She takes it with her. Ray had already arrived at the party. She sees Kibo and Amanda kissing each other. Seeing this, Ray's heart breaks. She runs outside, and Kulin follows her. Ray says, I thought Kibo was different, that he didn't look at girls just because of their looks, but all guys are the same. Kulin takes this chance. He says, I'm not like that, and then confesses his love to her. But Ray replies, I've never seen you as anything more than a friend. Saying this, she walks away from there. Kulin's heart breaks too. He had betrayed his friend, but still didn't get the love he wanted. Meanwhile, CD was at the party with his friends. He sees Amanda and Kibo kissing. CD hates it because he wants Amanda for himself. He catches Kibo in the parking lot and starts beating him up. Kulin watches all this, but doesn't have the guts to do anything. Kulin takes Kibo home where Grandma tends to his wounds, but she soothes the wound. Kibo gives Kulin the card from his collection that Kulin has wanted since childhood. Kulin realizes that Kibo sees him as his best friend, and he feels really bad for treating his friend wrong. He tells him the whole truth, angrily saying that if he had known earlier that he liked Ray, he would never have stopped him from getting close to her, but it was his mistake to have considered him his best friend. After today, don't ever show your face to me again. He tells Matt not to show up and asks Kulin to leave the house. Now Kulin has lost his friend too. After a long time, Kulin comes back home. His brother, mom, and dad are really happy to see him, but Kulin doesn't talk to them and goes straight to his room. Kulin starts going to school but can't bring himself to meet Kibo. There's now hatred between them. They often see each other but don't talk. Kibo is pretty upset with him. Kulin starts acting distant and lost. Seeing his loneliness, the parents were really worried. His mother comes into his room and says, your fish is still alive and we were never actually bankrupt. We just pretended. Kulin asks in surprise, why did you do that? His mother explains, every parent just wants their kids to be happy, to make good friends with whom they can share what's in their heart. Kulin starts remembering the moments spent with Kibo. He realizes that Kibo was with him through every moment, whether good or bad. Kulin feels deeply. It gets emotional. Mom says, if you were already happy with the family, then we won't force you to go out anymore. Kulin hugs her. The next day, Kulin goes to Rere to make up for his mistake. He tells her the whole truth because since that day, Rere and Kibo haven't even met. Kulin goes to Kibo's house, but Kibo doesn't want to talk to him. Kulin says, why are you punishing Rere because of me? She loves you. Kibo replies, I love her too, but I could never tell her this because I'm way too scared. Kulin asks, so how do you really feel about her? Kibo starts listing her best qualities and says she's the most unique girl in the world and that he loves her a lot. Her laugh is one of a kind. Just then, Kulin shows him his phone. Rear is hearing all this over a video call, and soon Kibo and Rear get back together. Kulin and Kibo also become good friends. Again, a few days later, there's the high school dance party. The prom. He's dating Rear. They put on earphones and start dancing together, both super happy. Kulin is dating Amanda. Because of Amanda and Kulin's good looks, they end up winning prom king and queen, but Kulin's heart is still beating for Rear, and he smiles when he sees her. If you liked the video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more fun content like this. Take care.